everyone. How everyone doing today? So happy Thursday evening to all of you. Fourth day of the week, so that's great. I believe you're really progressing well towards closing your week. With that confidence. I know you have started this week with something to achieve, and the fourth day of the week, obviously, you are marching towards completion something, right? So tomorrow, only one day for finishing your week. So today, this evening, I want to make more special for you because from today, what I'm gonna do is I'm changing this series, changing the topic of this live talks. You already know for last 7, 8 series, I focused on different areas of your leadership, how I can help you to grow into those influential project leadership roles. Okay, how you can move from that stuck feeling into the leadership roles. So now again, this is a ninth series I'm starting today, and there will be a more almost 10 topics I'm going to cover. Now this series specifically is focusing again on now this particularly on your calmness as a calm leader, a stable leader, because leaders they don't loud this they don't do things in loud, they do it stable, they do it in calm. Okay, so the topic, the series focus is calm leadership. Okay, now those people who already completed their day and now committing back to home, I I just request you to just put your headset in and plug in their headset and start listening just for next 10 to 15 minutes, because today's topic again is very very important, because how you show up, how you behave in day-to-day project situations, it creates impressions on people. Okay, now again, the theme is how you can have calm stable leadership in the office, in the workplace. Okay, but before I go into the topic, I quickly introduce myself. I'm Tushar Chaudhary. I'm a leadership coach for mid-career, mid-senior project managers who are struggling at this moment of time, who have struggling in the sense you have actually good amount of years of experience, you are good into your domain, your expertise, but somewhere you're not able to crack that code to go to the leadership role. You're doing really good things there, but the people at the top ladder, senior management, senior leadership, not able to see you ready for that role. Okay, you think you are ready, but they don't think you are ready. You think that you're performing well, but they think that it's your routine job. That's what you get paid for. They're not able to see that leadership qualities and attributes for the next role, next level of roles. So there is a gap, and this gap actually is between what you think about yourself and what others are perceiving about you. Now, who should take this responsibility to fill the gap? Obviously, the people at the top ladder or senior management, your boss. Why would they take this as their responsibility, right? You, it is your journey. It is your ambition to go to grow as a leader, right? So you should be taking more responsibility and ownership to fill this gap, and this is where I help you. I come there as I help you guys, I coach you, I mentor you for how can I help, how to build that ecosystem of your influence where you operate on daily basis with that confidence, with that leadership value, leadership strength, that code of standards, leadership standards, that you show up every day as a leader, and through that you create impact, you create influence, and the people at the top ladder, they start seeing you or perceiving you as the future leader. Okay, that's what I help, and this is about me. Now let's go into the today's topic. So today's topic is, before I go, let me ask you something again honestly. Have you have you ever been in a project escalation where the client is angry and people at the top leadership is questioning you? The deadlines are going, the deadlines are slipping, and everyone in the team starts panicking, in and out of the team, and suddenly all eyes are turning to you. Your heartbeats increases, mind becomes blank, emotionally you feel fear, pressurized, frustration, defensiveness, and in that moment, you know what actually happens? Your leadership is get tested. People are watching you, people are observing you. How are you dealing in this situation? not during the normal days, during the tough time, during the escalation days. And today I want to talk about how to stay calm during the project escalation, because this single skill can completely change your leadership image. Okay, see, one of the emotional mistake most project manager make, they think that escalation is a technical problem. No, escalation is not a technical problem. Escalation is primarily emotional pressure management. And I come to know about this when I read this book called Emotional Agility. Now, this book explains strong leaders do not express emotion. Sorry, don't, strong leaders do not suppress emotions. Okay? They manage emotions intelligently. So, see, escalation does not destroy your image as a leader. Es- so, emotional reaction during escalation destroys your leadership image. Yeah, there's a huge difference. Is that a bulb on for you? Escalation itself does not destroy your leadership image. How you react during that escalation situation, that destroys your image. Okay. If you agree with me, if it is a bulb on for you, type yes in the comment section. Okay. Now, I'll share with you one real workplace example from my project experiences. We were handling a very critical project, critical infrastructure project, and suddenly our contractor delays happen, and uh, the approvals got stuck, and site productivity dropped. Then came the escalation meeting. Obviously, the leaders from the joined us, and my company internal leaders also joined. So pressure was extremely, extremely high. So one senior stakeholder aggressively said, "Why was this not controlled earlier?" And at that moment, emotionally, I felt that I should be defensive. I'm angry and I'm stressed out. So my first internal reaction was, "This is not my fault." And honestly, many professionals, they react emotionally there. Some will try to blame the others, or blame the team, or blame the your contractors, or any other teams which are involved, or they become defensive, they over explain the things, or they become panic. But that day I stopped myself. Instead of reacting emotionally, I responded differently. And I just calmly said, no, the delay risk become critical due to three combined factors. Here is the current impact. Here are the recovery actions already initiated. And here is where we need your support as a leader. Suddenly the room energy changed, because the calmness creates confidence. And that day I realized, during escalation, leadership is not only evaluating problem solving, they are evaluating emotional stability under pressure. If you agree with me, type yes in the comment section. So, what's the leadership psychology behind this? See, I read one more book which gave me another powerful realization. The book name is "The Obstacle Is the Way." Now, this book is a stoic leadership thinking. What does that mean? What is that stoic leadership thinking? See, strong leaders do not waste energy reacting emotionally to reality. Okay, they focus on clarity, they focus on response, they focus on control. So calmness is not a weakness, calmness is a leadership control. Is that a bulb on moment? Yeah. Now, uh, in the workplace, the top leadership or your boss, they are observing you. Now, what type of leadership you are actually demonstrating here? They're looking for some signals that shows that you are mature. You show the mature leadership. Now, I call them as I'm in the industry for almost 22 plus years, and I have gone through such a situations where things have been escalated, and I learn out of it. I made mistakes and I learn out of it. When and I would like to share with you that what your boss or what the top leadership really actually look for, some signals, and I call them as escalation behavior signals they observe in you. Okay, during escalation, these people, the boss and the other stakeholders and the senior leadership, they silently observe this. Signal number one, what they check is, does this person panic under pressure, or does this person remain composed? Okay, that's the first signal. Second, does this person bring clarity in the during the panic situation or crisis situation or uncertain situation, or does this person bring confusion? That's the second signal. Third, does this person focus on blaming others or passing the fault to others, or solutions, or does this person focus on finding the solution during the crisis situation? That's the third. And fourth, can stakeholders trust this person emotionally in the panic situation? And this is very important because leadership roles require emotional stability, not just technical intelligence. Do you agree with me? Type yes in the comment section. Now, I'm going to share with you something very important, that how can you differentiate, how can you really, I want to make this clear in your mind, that how, what is a wrong reaction versus the leadership response. This is really important. Please be focused. Please focus on this one. I want to make this more practical. See, many times in the panic situation or in the crisis situation, many average project managers, they show emotional reaction during the escalation situation. Actually, what they say, I mean, I remember that project case study which I shared with you. If I would have been the average that time, and if I would have given emotional reaction, what would I have said? I would have said, I would have said, actually, this happened because contractor delayed. We already informed earlier. This was outside my control. What happens if I say these words? Absolutely, the trust will go away. The trust reduces, and energy becomes my. It's like I'm showing my defensive side, right? But then I behave differently. I shown the leadership response during escalation. Yeah, first of all, I acknowledged, I agreed, and I accepted the thing. Yes, the risk has impacted the timeline. Yes, I have to accept that. Things has happened. So, what the point in hiding that fact? Yes, the risk has impacted our timeline. Now, the current impact is the work has been delayed by 3 weeks. But now I have taken a analysis. I have done analysis, and recovery actions are X, Y, Z. For that to do make happen, I need a support from you for the action Z. Now, what happened here? The calmness increases the trust, and the clarity increases the confidence. This is called leadership communication. Now, how you can bring this, how can you overcome that emotional reaction mindset to leadership response mindset? I'd like to share with you three practical shifts. The first shift is move from reaction, emotional reaction approach to structured response. See, when escalation happens, pause first and then communicate first the situation, what actually happened there, situation, context, and then you share what that situation has caused an impact. Then you talk about what's your recovery plan, okay, and then you talk about what support you require to make this happen. When you structures, when you do give the structured response, people understand that you are actually thoroughly looked into this one. So structure reduces panic. That's a shift number one. Shift number two, move from that defending yourself to, leading the room mindset. See, don't try to protect your image. Focus on solving the solution calmly. So leadership energy changes the entire room. Okay. So what energy you bringing, that is important. Shift 3. I want you to move from that fear of getting feeling pressure to leadership identity. Okay. This is really important again. What character you built. So pressure reveals your character. So during escalation, ask yourself, how would a strong leader behave right now? That question changes emotional state of your instantly. Okay? These are the three shifts, practical three shifts I want you to implement straight away. Okay? Now we're coming close to the today's topic. Okay? But before I close, I want to give you one more powerful thought that anybody can manage projects with when the things are very, very smooth. Right? But you know what? Real leadership appears when the things go wrong, when pressure rises, when escalation happens, when emotions become intense. Because this tough situation, this escalation reveals how mature you are emotionally. What's your leadership style? Are you really stable? What's your stability of leadership? Then what level of quality communication you doing in those situations? And then what is your trustworthiness? And many careers grow or collapse during these moments. So next time when escalation happens, don't ask, how do I protect myself? Ask, how do I lead calmly here? That question can transform your leadership identity forever. Okay, if this message really connects with you, I want you to comment calm in the comment section and follow me for leadership insights for project managers. Okay, and in case you are one of those mid-career project managers who actually struggling right now, how to show that calm leadership, how to build your strong leadership in the coming years, I would like you to book one-to-one with me, because in that one-to-one I will help you to build your leadership roadmap, and we will go more deeper into your blind spots which you are not aware right now. Okay, you being defensing, you being reactive to something, and you're not able to see this one. This is one of your blind spot. Even if you're doing great work there, these blind spot will pull you down. Okay, now think about, the choice is yours. Would you continue with such a blind spots, or would you like to work on that one and come out of all these challenges and focus on your core leadership strength to impact and influence people? So book one-to-one with me. I'll help you to build your that strong leadership roadmap. Okay, the link is in the comment section, or you can go to my LinkedIn profile. There's a book an appointment. Now, today at 8 p.m., I'm conducting a webinar, Project Leadership Mastery. I'll go more deeper into this topic, and I'll share with you my three-step influential leader blueprint. Okay, to help you to build your trust with the people who are you working with, up the ladder, below the ladder, how you build your authority, so that you can show that stable leadership, and finally, how can you build that legacy that people follow what you teaching them, coaching them. Okay, so join that webinar at 8 p.m. today. The link again in the comment section. Okay, so that's it for today. I'm gonna sign off now. This is your coach Tushar Chaudhary from Bangalore. Today, tomorrow again, I'll come up with another leadership insight. Again, the theme is calm leadership. Now, tomorrow's topic again focused on helping you not to not to react emotionally. Okay, and I'll pick up one more situation in the project, in the workplace, so that you become aware of those blind spots and you can take immediate actions to work on it. Okay, until that moment, implement what we learned today and take care of yourself, and God bless you.